think that if they're fit, they're now immortal. But the fact of the matter is you can be fit and fat, I'll call it, at the same time. And look at Jim Fixx, who died, a famous runner a number of years ago, who died of a heart attack. Bob Harper, The Biggest Loser, who also recently had a big heart attack. So what's really going on, and what do people need to know about that?
Well, these are very fit people and not fat. These are elite athletes, and I think that what people need to understand is that exercise is great. It helps. It's one of the most important things that you can do that is going to help you prevent heart disease. However, the problem comes in when we have these super fit athletes that come down with a heart attack during exercise, and that's horrifying for many of us. And then we think, okay, exercise is going to cause heart disease, which is not the case. What the problem is that these athletes that came down with a heart attack during their exercise bouts have a genetic predisposition. They have underlying, which is called subclinical atherosclerotic coronary artery disease. So the problem is
so let me just translate
genetic.
That. So basically, right, so they had a genetic predisposition to heart disease.
Exactly,
right.
And the exercise was the stressor that caused the plaque to burst and the heart attack to occur.
So now Jim Fixx, in fact,
Yes.
I was reading last night in preparation for our conversation, that his father had a heart attack in his 30s. He died at 43 of a heart attack. So he knew that something was going on, but somehow never really checked himself to see if he had that issue. Although I guess he had been obese as well and lost weight.
Yeah, but he lost weight, but
Right.
also he had, after they did an autopsy and they found that he was completely clogged up in all of his major coronary arteries, and he had very high cholesterol. So I think what we can learn from this is that if you have a genetic predisposition, if your mom or your dad had a heart attack or was diagnosed with coronary artery disease at a young age, say before age 45 or 50, then you are at great risk. That is a major risk factor for you. And so therefore you need to go get on preventive therapy, because you don't want to end up like these athletes.
Or at a minimum be screened for the genetic predisposition toward it.
Well, we know that if you have a parent that had a heart attack at a young age, you are genetically predisposed. So you need to do everything you can to make sure that you do not have ongoing cardiovascular disease, because then exercise can be a stressor which can trigger a heart attack. So you need to do preventive therapy. So that is something that we need to take away from this, is that exercise does not prevent heart disease if you have, and can actually trigger a heart attack if you have underlying cardiovascular disease. So what I'm saying is, if you have that strong genetic predisposition, you need to get over to your cardiologist and get put on a preventive cardiac program.
Well, and I think also there's another aspect of it where people think that exercise, and everyone should exercise, but they think it gives them a free pass as well to eat whatever they want. And the fact of the matter is Jim Fixx had a terrible diet besides.
That is correct.
So that it's not exercise. In the end, it's everything in balance and all pieces working together. So exercise alone will not do it. Diet alone will not do it, because if you just eat well but you sit on your butt all day, still isn't helping, and to be able to be genetically pre-screened.
What I like to suggest is a cocktail of healthy lifestyle factors, all put in together like a symphony. And if you do that, that is the best way to prevent heart disease, the #1 killer of American men and women in this country and in the world.
All right. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
If you like what you saw today, come to bottomlineinc.com and see even more videos with Dr. Janet Bond Brill. And do me a favor, share it, tell your friends about it, because this is such important information. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of men and women. We want the word out, and we want people healthy.